What is up, my fellow horror nerds? We just want to make this video here to talk about our experience down at Flashback Weekend, which was August 2nd to the 4th over in Chicago or Rosemont. And right now we just want to make a video here to show off our autographs and what we picked up and share some cool stories. And if you got any stories of your own, we'd like to hear them. Just go and comment below and tell us what you thought. But David, what did you think of the show?
I enjoyed it. I think this was the best. Well, this was the best one I've been to because I've only been to one other one with Jordan, and this was certainly the best time we've had at any of them so far. And I really had a good time, and I liked all of the guests that were there, and we got some really good autographs. So I definitely liked it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they had a really great lineup this year.
Absolutely.
This was actually my second Flashback that I went to. Last year they had Brad Dourif and some of the Child's Play people, but really I couldn't stay as long as I wanted to because I had to get back. I was only there to meet Brad Dourif, only go and get his autograph and then leave, which kind of
bummer.
Yeah, which kind of took some of the fun out.
Yeah, I had to run through those.
But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and get right onto it. We actually took 2 trains to get up there. We took an Amtrak from Alton to Chicago, and then we walked a couple blocks down to the Clinton Blue Line, and then just took that all the way down to Rosemont, and we
ended up at the hotel.
Yeah,
that was good. So
we checked in and got everything settled. And first thing I did, first thing I had to do was find out where is Robert Englund's autograph line, and they told me it was down at the very end of the hall. And so that's what I did. I was there about 2 hours before the doors opened. I was in Robert Englund's line for at least a good 4 hours.
Yeah, took for a long
time. It was definitely quite the wait, but it was totally worth it because at first, before, like right when the doors opened, the first people they let in were the Ultimate VIP package people.
Yeah.
And that alone itself took at least an hour and a half because Robert loves to talk to his fans, which is great. He wants to make sure that
he's very generous.
Yeah, he wants to make sure that every single fan gets that, experience. Yeah.
Get to meet him and talk with him. So he was very generous with his time.
Right now I'm going to show you he signed my Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors poster.
Awesome.
And I've had this poster signed by the rest of the cast. I've had it for about, I'd say, 2 years when I met them at Days of the Dead back in Indianapolis back in 2017. And right now I'm going to show you my autograph here from Robert, which he writes to Jordan, "Welcome to prime time, bitch." And he wrote Freddie here, and then he wrote his name here, which is hands down right now my favorite autograph in my whole collection, because this one right here is by far, my opinion, the best in the entire series. And right here, I'm just going to go ahead and show you the rest of them because I never made a video showing the rest of them. I got Heather Langenkamp down here, played Nancy, of course. I got Rodney Eastman, who played Joey. Jennifer Rubin, signed right up here, who played Taryn. And one of my favorite characters, Kincaid, wrote right here. And Ira Hayden, who played Will, the Wizard Master. And right down here at the bottom, you can barely see it, which actually kind of pissed me off. Bradley Gregg signed right here, but he used a dark marker, and that's one thing that really pisses me off when some of these guests use black marker and sign it. And yeah, they got to have that silver marker. But anyway, I'm really happy with that I finally got this all signed, and I'm ready to hang this bitch up on my wall. And right now I'm going to go ahead and show you my photo op with me and Robert. He had this was actually my 3rd time meeting him, and so this here. There was actually, I have 2 photo ops with him with just a normal background, but they were doing this boiler room setting all weekend, and I figured I'd go ahead and choose that, which I think this looks just fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So it was really cool to see Robert again. And David, what did you happen to pick up?
One of the things I'm most proud of is this Halloween 3 Season of the Witch poster, which I guess I can get a little bit closer here. I did have Tom Atkins sign it. It was great to meet Tom Atkins. He's a great character actor.
Hell of a dude.
He's just a nice guy. Jordan got to say hi to him in the hallway, I think. But it was just, he's a great guy. He's still very funny. He's getting up there in years, so he's getting a little grouchy.
His memory is actually still pretty good because
but,
when he was coming out of the cafe, he looked at you and he's like, "Hey, young David."
David. He goes, "I remember David." Yeah, he remembered my name, which I thought was amazing. And he signed this poster, Dr. Chalice, which is the character that he plays in Halloween 3. Halloween 3 is sort of unfairly maligned in the series because it does not follow the original, Halloween 1 and Halloween 2. But a lot of people who've not seen the film do not realize that in Halloween 3 it treats the first and second movie as fictional films in the series. So because a trailer appears on television for the first Halloween, and they're kind of playing off the idea that these were fictional in this new universe. And Tom Atkins is very funny in the movie. Scream Factory recently put it out on Blu-ray. There's a very good commentary with him and the DVD producer, Michael Felcher, and it is a hilarious audio commentary.
Yeah, I still need to hear that, too.
It's worthwhile, because a lot of people kind of bypass Halloween 3 because they don't like the fact that Michael Myers is absent and there doesn't appear to be a lot of...
see, that's why
there's not a lot of fan craziness over it like there is the original films, but the kills in the movie are actually pretty strong. I mean, there's some pretty intense kills, and Tom Atkins has very funny reactions to all these when you listen to the audio commentary.
Yeah, I just never was a huge fan of Halloween 3.
You've seen it all, though, right?
You know what?
Admit it.
Actually,
Admit
no.
it.
I'll
Okay.
admit it. I
Just
have
admit
not
it.
seen all the way of Halloween 3, but I did like him in Creepshow.
Oh, I got you. All Creepshow.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I admire his honesty for a minute.
Yeah.
And but the series was originally, as conceived by John Carpenter and Deborah Hill, was supposed to be a different Halloween story. Like every couple of years, they would release a new Halloween film, and it would be a different storyline. And I thought that was a great concept, but the fans really wanted to get back to the Michael Myers track, and so they lost their way with the series in that sense.
Yeah.
But I do like. I think it's fun to go back and imagine what could have come after Halloween 3 now. But I definitely recommend the film. Pick up the Scream Factory Blu-ray. It's totally worth it.
Yeah, I will say about this dude, he we're talking about the convention and stuff, but he really likes to go in depth.
Yeah,
with his stuff, so just
careful.
bear with us.
You gotta be careful around that.
I know this video is supposed to be about the convention, but this dude over here likes to get a lot more in depth because he has a degree in English and I don't, so
I'm very critical.
Yeah, he's very critical.
That's how it is. No, but,
yeah,
but they were selling the Blu-ray at the convention also.
Tell him about the Ninth of Configuration.
And I did not bring a copy of this with me today, unfortunately, but Tom Atkins did sign my Ninth Configuration DVD. Briefly, I won't talk long about this, but briefly, the Ninth Configuration is considered to be the original sequel to The Exorcist. It's supposed to be the official sequel to The Exorcist, the original 1973 classic. A lot of people don't remember that because, unfortunately, there was a movie called Exorcist 2. The Harry Tick, as Blatty called it, and that movie totally swamped the Ninth Configuration. Some people don't like the Ninth Configuration because they don't really get how it fits, but the people that do like it, it is a very funny movie. It's an intense movie, and it does have the best barroom fight scene in any movie I think anybody's ever seen, starring Stacy Keach, by the way. So.
Better than Roadhouse?
I think better than Roadhouse. I mean, it's certainly more intense. I don't know in this particular edit of the movie, but it is certainly an intense, and it's just a film that you should see if you like The Exorcist, just to make up your own mind. I mean, it's fine not to like these movies just as much as it is to have your favorites, so definitely check it out. I would recommend it.
Cool.
It was great to have him sign that DVD, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I remember the look on his face when you gave him the DVD. He looked at it and was like...
He's like, he just had never. He
I haven't seen this in years.
He was dumbfounded. Someone remembered him in that movie, and that was what I was kind of proud of that moment. To have him to baffle him like that. It's like, that's awesome.
So now the next autograph I have here is from the beautiful ladies of Elm Street 4.
Yes.
Lisa Wilcox, Tuesday Night, Toy Newkirk, and Brooke Thies, and I got them to sign my Elm Street 4 poster right here. And Toy Newkirk signed it right here. She wrote, "To Jordan, mind over matter." And I always have them write their character names because I think that's really important to me. But that's just me. And Tuesday Night signed right here. She writes, "To Jordan, take that to your goddamn therapy." And one of my favorites right here, Brooke Thee, she wrote "Hey Yo Needle Dick," which I thought was absolutely hilarious. I actually had her.
These are lines by the movies from the way they're not calling Jordan names.
No.
Just so you know that.
Yeah, this was this. Yeah, I really like this one. Originally, originally she signed with a black marker here, and well, it was kind of my fault because I kind of had her pick black because I actually thought she was going to sign like right here, but she ended up signing right here. And about a day went by, and I'm just sitting there looking at this poster like that's just bugging the hell out of me. I just so I went back down the next day to her table, and she was just fucking awesome. She's so sweet, and she went over it with the silver paint marker right here, which actually was over at Toy Newkirk's table. She just grabbed it from her table and
that's awesome.
And signed it right here, which I thought was just very sweet of her. She's just totally awesome.
Yes.
And Lisa Wilcox signed right here. She writes to Jordan, "You know what? You are one major league hunk." And which I thought was really cool. Like right after I got this sign, she looked right up at me and repeated the line, and I'm just like, oh, dude, it was just so cool. Yeah, she was just, and she asked me where I was from, and I was like, I'm from the St. Louis area. And she goes, "Really? You're from the St. Louis area?" I go, "Yeah." And she goes, "Well, I'm from St. Louis as well." I go, "Really?" And she told me that she lived in Columbia, and I think Chesterfield and St. Louis. We started talking about Lake of the Ozarks, and it was really cool. We talked for at least a good 3 minutes about St. Louis and Missouri and everything like that. So that was really cool. And I didn't get the photo op with Robert and the Elm Street ladies, but I do have pictures with them, on my Facebook. And if you want to go ahead and add me on there, Jordan Rogers. And,
it was just great to meet those ladies though too, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, even their panel.
Yeah,
their panel I think was probably one of the most funniest panels I've ever been to, because they were just so full of energy. Yeah. You can tell how happy they were to be there with their fans.
Definitely.
And I think there was a moment where Brooke had her phone. She's sitting there going like this in the crowd, and she dropped her phone, and everyone's just laughing at her, and she thought she was stealing everybody's attention. But
it was just,
anyway, I thought just meeting all four of those ladies were just awesome. I really hope to see them again at another con.
You can tell how sweet they are. I mean, they're just fun. Mm-hmm. They're fun ladies to be around. I mean, for any of you,
most definitely.
If you haven't been to a horror convention or you're not familiar with a lot of these people, I mean, they are very fun ladies to hang out with.
Oh yeah, I can definitely tell. I can definitely tell that they're definitely still partiers to this day. I remember getting on the elevator, and Toy Newkirk actually walked in the elevator. She was just kind of like this. She said that she was hungover from the party.
So they still have a good time, and they're a lot of fun.
Like if you ever go to a convention and you see that they're going to be there, please go by their table and talk to them, because they are just...
You're missing out.
You're missing out if you don't. Yeah, but like I said, they are the sweetest people that you can ever meet.
Absolutely. So much fun to...
David, what else did you pick up?
So the other one that I brought with me was an autograph by Serena Vincent. I had actually not met her before, and I'm embarrassed to say I have not seen that many of her films, but it was really great to meet her. She signed that up at the top. I think she wrote lots of love, I believe she wrote. But she is a very sweet lady.
Yeah, she is.
She was just kind enough to sign 6 autographs for me, which Jordan thought was ridiculous. But
yeah.
Every time I would, I went back to her table once and I saw more photos that I wanted to take home with me, and I couldn't take them home without a signature, so I had to.
I mean, I can understand. I'm sorry to do this.
No, do it.
I just think if they weren't personalized,
if they weren't personalized,
I can see maybe one getting personalized, but all 6 of them.
In my defense, I didn't tell her to. I didn't demand that she write that. I just I just let her write what she wanted to write, and she had her child, her newborn baby with her. I think she had a baby back.
Yeah, and she had. I think the nanny was there with them too.
Yeah,
right?
and the nanny I think was there, and her partner was there with her, and they were they were at the hotel, so they were staying there for the weekend. I'm pretty sure the whole weekend, and she was just very kind. Though she didn't ask me why are you coming back to the table for the 6th time or anything. But this was actually a personal. This was my personal photo op. So we took this in the photo behind the curtain, in front of the curtain rather, and we did this in the photo room. So that was nice to get a personalized photo of this particular photo. She's the nicest lady though. I can't wait to meet her again.
Oh yeah, I've actually done that before when I met WWE Diva Paige down at Wizard World down in St. Louis a few years back. Yeah. And I actually
okay.
got an
yeah,
autograph.
Speaking of Serena Vincent,
I actually got my Cabin Fever poster here signed by Serena Vincent, and she was just so awesome to me. And I really, really loved her in Not Another Teen Movie when she played
yes.
the naked foreign exchange student throughout the whole movie.
There's no guy who doesn't like that one.
Oh yeah,
so,
but hey,
it was very good. Yeah.
But yeah, she signed my Cabin Fever poster here, which is one of my favorite films of Eli Roth. That and Green Inferno.
Definitely Green
So
Inferno.
hopefully, I
Green
get
Inferno's
to. I really hope to see the rest of the cast of Cabin Fever. I know James DeBello, who is also in Cabin Fever, who also played Trip in Detroit Rock City. He's been doing conventions too, so hopefully I get to see him in a con too, and Eli Roth, which I think is kind of cool. But yeah,
I'd like to meet Eli Roth.
Serena Vincent signed my Cabin Fever
Yeah.
poster, and I think it looks totally rad, and can't wait to hang this one up as well.
And we did attend the panel that Serena Vincent, she did a Q&A for about half an hour, I think
Yeah,
it was.
usually those Q&As last at least a half
I
hour.
wanted to ask her something, but I really didn't know.
Unless you're Robert Englund, then they last for about an hour.
Yeah, then they last for nobody can shut him up. He's as bad as I am. And but I did enjoy hearing Serena speak, and she spoke a little bit about her films and about her career.
When she talked about when she was on Disney and stuff like that.
Yeah, and she's did a couple films I think for Disney already, maybe a TV series.
Yeah, she played a mom.
She played a mom on the TV, which I mean, she's just a really sweet person and still beautiful and still very attractive, and it was just nice to get to meet her. So I'm very proud of that photo and those signatures. But I didn't bring all the photos with me, but they're all very nice. So I did share them in my other video that I did. If you can find that on my Facebook page, I think right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun to get to meet her.
Mm-hmm.
So
next,
Bruce Campbell.
Next I have is Bruce Campbell. I ended up getting his VIP for. Actually, this is actually funny because when I ordered the VIP, I ordered it for Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got there and they handed me the envelope, with my name on it, and I opened it up and it said Saturday. I'm like,
Saturday.
What the hell is this all about? I asked for
Yeah.
Sunday because I thought it was just going to be crazy. But actually, Bruce Campbell's line actually wasn't that bad. Him and Sam Raimi were signing down in the lower level of the hotel, and I had an autograph, it was like a ticket time card, and it was for 1:30. So I get down there a little bit beforehand, and they told me, just take the ticket and just go on in line. This was way before 1:30, and I'm like,
that's nice.
Damn, okay. So when I got in there, he had some 8x10s at his table, but I don't know if it's just me or this is just my opinion, but I really didn't like the 8x10s that he had there. So I went ahead and had him sign. Yeah. So I went ahead and had him sign my Evil Dead poster, which is fucking gnarly. He's got such a gnarly signature here. He writes, "Hey Jordan, Bruce Campbell, Ash," and he was actually he was a pretty funny guy. I shook his hand. He had on the rad sunglasses, and he had his red suit on that day.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Which was really cool,
awesome.
and it was really cool to meet Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
He signed my Evil Dead poster, and I can't wait to get this sucker hung up on the wall.
I imagine that the lines. It was a pretty crowded line, wasn't it, when you went down there to get your autograph?
Actually, no, it wasn't that bad. No, not at all.
Caught him at a good time.
Oh yeah, caught him at a really good
Got him
time.
a good time. Yep.
And I have my photo op here with Bruce Campbell. It's actually kind of funny because when I walked up, he was doing different poses with people, and I walked up to him, and he just stuck his fists out. And he's like, "All right, just put up your dukes and see what you got." And I'm like, "Okay," and we snapped the picture.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
I'm really happy with it. I mean, it looks totally rad. Bruce is a gnarly dude. I really hope to see him again in another con.
It's definitely a unique pose. I mean, you don't. I guess he likes to do unique poses.
Yeah, he's
with
just
people.
a fun guy.
Yeah,
he
he's
just
a
likes to
fun
take
guy.
fun pictures with people,
For sure.
which I thought was
Yeah.
really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this next one I got, I really didn't know if I was going to get her autograph or not, but hey, if I'm going to meet all the Elm Street ladies here, I want to meet them all, so.
It's worthwhile.
This is probably I wouldn't say, it's my least favorite. It's not like the one I don't like the most, but I really thought it was decent, and when I found out that she was going to be there, I was like, yeah, I might as well just have her sign my poster here, and that's Miss Lisa Zane, who played Maggie in Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare, and she writes up here, "To Jordan, all the best, Lisa Zane."
Nice.
And it's actually funny, because after I had it signed, I just kind of took the poster and walked away, and I'm like, oh crap, I forgot to have her sign her character name, so I went back to her table, and she wrote Maggie right underneath here, and which was totally cool.
That's very nice that they do that. I mean,
Mhm.
they're not going to charge them twice to go do that. So that's
Oh,
very-
no,
that was-
no,
they're
no,
very
no.
nice to they appreciate their fans.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I
Yeah.
will say this: horror cons, I think, are the most laid back, fan friendly conventions that you can ever go to.
Yeah,
like
I mean-
you actually said something in your video about horror cons and what it's just a time to celebrate the horror genre.
Yeah.
You know, with all of us fans, and it's just
I
like
mean,
it's family.
It is. It's like a big family.
It's
I mean,
like one big
amazing.
family with a
Yeah.
bunch of like horror geeks.
Yeah, just different.
You know,
geeks all
it's
come
my
together.
favorite. You know, it's my favorite time of the year. Horror convention season is by far my favorite time of the year. It's my Christmas. It's my
New Year. And
it's my New Year. It's my
everything.
Thanksgiving. It's my birthday. Pretty much like
Everything.
like other people. You know,
Yeah.
take vacations to the Bahamas or they want to go to the ocean. Fuck that. Just give me
It's
some,
like,
just give me
the
some money.
convention.
Yeah, just give me
It's
the
like-
convention and then I'm happy. So
Because it is. I mean, they're very friendly and they're very open, and nobody is. I mean, there's just no bad feeling or
they're
anything.
the most
I mean,
loyal, I think,
yeah,
too,
they're-
other than
they're-
wrestling
And
fans.
everybody has a reason to be there, and everybody's happy to be there. So it's not like these people. It's not as if it's a very tension filled or overly dramatic event. It's everybody's friendly and happy to be there, and everybody enjoys this genre. I mean, you might think that the genre itself is kind of filled with people who are into violence or something crazy like that. And it's
Absolutely not.
absolutely the opposite. I mean, everybody is very just sweet. You couldn't meet a nicer group of people if you were looking for one. So that's
Absolutely.
what's great about these conventions. I think.
Absolutely.
So
Now, I have one more autograph to show here, and I actually have a story. I didn't even tell you about that this
Nice.
happened here, but
Got a
I'm going
new
to go
one.
ahead and show you the autograph here that I got. I got from Mr. Tony Todd,
nice.
Candyman. And originally I had brought my Candyman poster to have him sign, but once I found out that Virginia Madsen was charging $50 for an autograph, I'm like, yeah, that's not really my price range for
That's
her.
a little-
So I'm like, you know what? I've got the rest of the icons, like autographs on my wall, like single 8x10. So I went ahead and just grabbed this one of Candyman, which I really love this signature. Here he writes, "To Jordan, be my victim, Tony Todd."
That's awesome.
Actually, now here's actually what
Another
happened
great line.
beforehand. This is
Don't know
what
about
happened
this.
beforehand. So I'm in line.